You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find this channel on Twitter, Gab.ai, BitChute, and Minds.com. This is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriots. If you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Furthermore, we are not sponsored by any outside interference. That means we're unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. With that being said, transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? Sorry about that little pause. This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. My name is Stefan. You can find me at Minds.com, BitChute, Twitter, and Gap.com. What's more, like, share, subscribe on YouTube because we're writing this until the wheel fall off. On that note, guys, let's start the show. In this episode, this news has been out there for a while, but I really want to say something about it. It's regarding to the Disney SJW movie, The Little Mermaid, of their cultural appropriation. How is this cultural appropriation, right? This proves... All right, let me show you this article. This is an article from Forbes magazine. All right, let me show you this. Give me 1 second. All right. It gives me the wokeness of this, how woke Disney is. The wokeness. Extreme wokeness. All right, look at this. Little Mermaid fans art salute Disney decision to cast Halle Bailey as Ariel, right? And this woman, this little girl is, I gotta say, bluntly, she's black Americans, right? She's black. Let's say that. Little Mermaid fan art. The people book looking for it, sharing it, and has gone to hyper-drive now singer actor Halle Bailey to gear up for the portrayal of Disney Ariel at the little action remake of The Little Mermaid. And though there's been some social media backlash over the casting of a young black female woman in a role that the early 90s was granted to an imaginary creature of pale skin and redhead, that conversation is certainly not the dominant narrative. Exactly. So how is this portrayed the actual movie, the animations, right? And not only that, if you follow The Little Mermaid, the story is an adaptation of Hans Christian Stevenson, whatever his name is. He's a Scandinavian writer in Denmark, I think. Let me look for that. Look for it. Little Mermaid. Hans Christian Andersen, right? Right, that's what The Little Mermaid is, an adaptation of Hans, what's his name? Hans Christian Andersen, right? He's from Denmark, right? How are you all right? And he's a Scandinavian. Of course, the cartoon gonna put a Scandinavian or a woman of light complexion, a pale complexion, because it's an adaptation of a Scandinavian story. All right, this is why Ariel was white. All right, it's a story based on a white writer. All right, how does this even reflect to the actual story? All right, let's read on. Instead of what readily clear that the artist is 100% here for the imaginary mermaid of the various hue and hair. Meanwhile, there is a long global history of Little Mermaid of color and culture, but more than later. Yeah, but this is focused on the Disney adaptations, right? The Disney adaptation is clearly a white, redheaded, I don't want to say person, creature of light complexion and red hair, all right? Because a mermaid is not human. Right. Is a fictional character. Painter and Marvel illustrator Alex Z. Zhang tweeted this image of her own art creation of Bailey New Row. Doesn't make any sense. And plus, look, all right, let me finish the article. Here's another example of highly circulated fan art that shows a mermaid with a dark skin and shows mermaid that could be considered as Asian, Indians, Arab, and one of the Mermaid has been a bride, right? This is total wokeness above the piece and was circulated above the tweet. Not my era, exactly. Because look, they say this is an artist interpretation, but the thing is, the movie is based on the film adaptation, right? The film version. So you wouldn't be conducive to the film. Shouldn't it be aligned with the film, right? The film specifically shown a light complexion, red-headed mermaid. Right? That's why people are outraged. I could understand their outrage about this, right? I could totally understand their outrage. Right? And people are misconstruing this. Look, but let's continue to get the full context of this. Reading a comment under of some of the art, revealing some users are unaware of the idea of water sprite, water gods, or mermaid can be found in various cultures. The title, The Story of Mermaid, crosses all continents and provisions, South and West African, where the deity known as Mermaid, water, that is portrayed in half fish, half woman. All right. The Smithsonian Museum of African Art has the nice online platform dedicated to understanding the history of these important water deities, which also were introduced in several countries in both sides of the Atlantic Oceans. Humans were involuntarily enslaved and transport during the transatlantic slave trades, right? I could go on with the occultic things of the mermaids, right? But this is not what I'm gearing towards. But if you want to know the occultic meaning of the mermaid, it's have to do something on the line with the Dagons. The Dagons is actually called the fish people. All right, the Dagons is the reason why the Pope wear the hat that he wear today that look like a fish. All right, the Dagon is the fish god. That's what it is. But that's another video. All right, the Smithsonian Arts collection features of brown-skinned mermaids, indicating how mermaids are viewed in other culture around the world. One artist, Nelia Magruder, visual black mermaids in this one. Right, a fan's image in story posted image on Twitter as well as a tweet go viral. Right, artist of Hayden Williams weighed in the black mermaids of captions. Of course, other news is here that Lamanuel Midriff decided to create a new origin song, in which is go by the original film award-winning classic by like poor, unfortunate souls and Under the Sea, and a Bailey at the helms of Ariel song. Original film seminal song, People Part of This World, provided by making the final cut in the remake. Her voices will currently blow the tune out of the water. Whatever. All right, that's the end of the article. Right. My main point is, right, I could understand why people are outraged because it's totally it's not the Ariel that they once know, right? And what people expected from this is the Ariel they once know. The thing is, look, if this was so important to them to express diversity, why is it Beauty and the Beast was casted as a white woman? Why wasn't she cast as a black woman? Right? Not only that, why was Beauty and the Beast, Beauty Belle, why wasn't she cast as an Asian woman? Why wasn't she cast as a Mexican woman? Right? Right? No, because the storyline is portrayed as a white woman, as a white tail, right? And Milan, look at another movie that he's making out, Milan, right? Why isn't Milan a black woman? Why isn't Milan is a Mexican woman? Why isn't Milan is a whatever Caucasian woman? No, because Milan is reflective on the story, which is an Asian woman. All right, this is why people are so furious, because it's not in line with what they want to see. All right, because of this wokeness aspect. Right? Why can't Milan be black? If they're so woke, if Disney's so woke, why can't the King of Wakanda, the Black Panther, why can't an Asian guy play the King of Wakanda? Why can't that happen, huh? If they want to be so inclusive nature, it's wokeness, all right? If they want to be so woke, why isn't the King of Wakanda an Asian male? Or let's say, why the King of Wakanda isn't an Asian female? Why is that? Right? Because it doesn't fit their narrative, right? They're doing this to destroy people's childhood. All right? This is ridiculous. This wokeness have gone out of control. All right? So what if she could sing? They could auto-tune voices in her. They could manipulate the soundtrack. for her to sing better. Singing have got nothing to do with this. All right? These singing skills, they could do work magic under the studio, right? If she can't sing well, look, an artist today, an actor today, if they can't have the skill of singing, they could do miraculous miracle in the studio and make them sing well. They put auto-tunes on them, right? All right, so this is not for singing capability. Clearly, it's not, because this is within the movie. It's not a live performances. All right, if it's a live theater broadcast and it's very crucial for the person to sing well, of course, I understand you have to cast somebody who's able to sing. But this is a movie. This is not a live broadcast or a live stage performance. All right, it's a movie. Movie could be manipulated in various ways: sound, picture quality. All right, I could see why people are outraged because it's not in line with what they used to. It's not accurate to the movie that is portraying. All right, because this opened the floodgate for new things, right? If that's the case, then why Dumbo isn't a different flying creature? Why Dumbo had to be a elephant? Why can't Dumbo be a bird? All right, why can't Dumbo be a dragon? All right, because it's not in line with the storyline, and this is certainly not in line with the storyline. All right, it's supposed to be based on a Scandinavian story. All right, Hans, what's his name again? Hans Christian Andersen. All right, and he's Scandinavian. He's celebrated in Denmark. All right. He has his own museum or something in Denmark. You go there and they have all his fairy tale that he wrote. All right, but I can understand why people are mad. All right, and Disney, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying for sure, but I think they're pushing this agenda too far. Disney are doing a lot of mistake within their franchise, especially Star Wars is one of them. And Star Wars Land is not doing well as well because they're focusing on mainly focusing on their version of Star Wars and not the original context of Star Wars. They're not focusing on George Lucas Star Wars. At the first 6 episodes, there's nothing that's reflective in the first episode when it comes to Galaxy Edge right now. That's why it's failing so much. They keep pushing things on people's faces and people don't want it. I can see why, and people have the right to refuse it. I'm not even sure. Look, this is reminiscence of the Fantastic Four. The newer one, the one without Jessica Alba, all right? The one with Michael B. Jordan. You know why that flopped, in my opinion, in my honest opinion? All right, because it's Michael B. Jordan was playing the role of the Human Torch, which is supposed to be a white guy, according to the comic book. This is why the Fantastic Four flopped, because people wasn't accepting this. All right, people don't have. There's nothing got to do with Michael B. Jordan. It's a miscasting. Casting is very crucial. This is one step Disney is doing by miscasting. This is a totally miscast, by my opinion. It's nothing to do with race at all. It's by the source origin. And I'm not the only one that's saying this, right? Black people have the same kind of feelings too. I'm not saying people are racist, but some black people have the same opinion too. Like, why it's got to be black? All right, but if it's got to be raised, then why can't the Black Panther be an Asian male playing the Black Panther? All right, why can't Milan be a Caucasian female playing Milan? All right, it opened the floodgate for all these stuff that shouldn't be open. It's opened Pandora's box. Disney is pushing the button for no reason. Nobody asked for this. All right, nobody really asked for this. It's like 2016 Ghostbusters. Nobody really asked for that. It's like the recent flop, Men in Black International. Nobody asked for that. It's going to be like the Charlie's Angel. Nobody asked for that, all right? This is nobody asked for, all right? And it's gone to a narrative that Disney are basically having no ideas of what to make. This is basically Disney's strategy, right? They have completely lots of ideas. All right, this is why they bring in all their old franchise and try to make it live action. It's a money grab, basically. Money grab, mind manipulation, control, appeasing people's emotion. That's what Disney's doing. They're causing chaos out of nothing, for nothing. This is one chaos they shouldn't be touching on. They should just follow the source origin of the story of the movie. No, they choose to go off the rail with this. All right, I totally understand why people are mad. Right? I'm not a Disney fan, right? I stopped watching Disney fan movies for a long time. I'm never a Disney fan. Don't like Disney. Not my cup of tea. Don't go. I never paid to go to their amusement park. I never paid for any Disney stuff. Disney stuff is very evil, right? It's very evil. And to make matters worse, Disney was on the news because a father, right, asked Disney. He wanted to do it the right way, right? His kid died, right, and his favorite character was Spider-Man. So in order for him to put Spider-Man on his gravestone, the person who made the gravestone, they said they just can't put a copyright image on the gravestone. They needed the authority of the copyright holder, which is Disney. So when the father went to Disney, asked him for permission to put an image of Spider-Man on his gravestone, Disney said, we do not want to associate our character with death, and denied the father the right. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, this is not a mass. This is not for getting money, right? He's not getting paid to put a gravestone on his son's tombstone, right? It's not for political capital gain or nothing like that. And they deny him because of that. And it's not mass reproduction. It's only one gravestone. It's not like he's producing a series of gravestones, right? And this was people getting mad. This is how evil Disney is. And they say they don't want to associate. They don't want to associate their character with death. This is coming from a company that have amusement park ride that circle around a ghosts and spirits and tombstone called the Haunted Mansions, right? You have a ride called the Haunted Mansions, and you don't want to associate your character with death. How idiotic is that? Like, if that's the case, destroy the Haunted Mansion. Destroy it. Well, yeah, they already destroyed the Tower of Terror, right? Destroy it. Trick or treat night. I mean, Halloween night at Disneyland. They have this thing called Halloween night where they celebrate dead spirits. All right. If you don't want to they already been associated with dead spirits a long time ago, and to say they don't want to associate anything that got to do with death. All right. You go to Disneyland. There's Tombstone and the Haunted Mansions, and that's death. It's totally ridiculous what they're saying. Disney is an evil company, right? They're so evil, and now they're destroying people's childhood. All right, basically they're in the business of destroying people's childhood, destroying people's happiness. It used to be called the happiest place on earth. Now it's not that no more. It's similar to Google. Don't be evil, and now they're doing evil. It's backwards. This idea of liberalism have totally ruined everything, from the movie industry, from the technology industry, from everything. This whole idea of liberalism, all right? Yes, I have to go there to political stance too. Exactly. But back to the article, right? Do you believe that this is miscasting big time? All right. Do you think that if they could change the Ariel character, why they can't change Black Panther to an Asian male? Why they can't change Milan to a Caucasian female? All right. Let me know what you think. Please leave your comment below. Because of one saying, YouTube don't want to monetize my channel because I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited. That means I can say what I want without being bounded by any outside interference. If you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe. Because the point of this channel is to get people to think for themselves and not be a group thinker. All right? Because group thinking will get them off the cliff. Will kill themselves. Like communism, Democratic Party, liberalism, they're all killing themselves right now. That's what group thinking will get them, right? Group thinking are Antifa, all right, Black Lives Matter. They're all group thinkers. That's what they are. All right? The mission of this channel is to get people out of this group thinking mentality and think for yourself. Because of that, I'm not taking any donations. I'm not taking any funds. I'm not making any money from this channel, right? My mission is to get people to think for themselves. If you like what I do, please like, share, subscribe. Because when you like, share, and subscribe, it encourages me to make more videos. When I make more videos, I flooded YouTube algorithm with my videos. When it's flooded with my videos, it's more available to the masses. Within those masses, they could think for themselves. If I could get one people to think for themselves, I achieve my mission. That's the point of this channel, to get people to think for themselves. And yeah, that's what drives me to make more videos, to get people to think for themselves. If you like what I do, please like, share, subscribe. On that note, guys, I know your time is very precious. I'm not trying to waste your time. My name is Stefan. This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. And let me know if you agree. Leave your like, comment below. You think this is a misstep by Disney? And I don't know, guys. You guys have a good day. Peace.